One more. Hello, hello, hello. If anyone's in the room, please say hello. Oh, okay. Hello, Dwayne. How are you? And Houston family, hello. So I wanted to come on and do a quick video to update you guys on the SBA EDIL loan. As you guys very well know, the portal is back open. So if you didn't get a chance to submit your loan applications, you can do so now. Also, if you were one that got denied for your SBA loan, there's another way that you can resubmit your loan so that you can get approved. Now, a large percentage of reasons why most people got denied for the SBA loan is credit. You don't have to have, perfect credit or phenomenal credit, but you do have to tell you guys, even though you are, building your corporate credit, you definitely want to make sure that you take care of your personal credit, because that's kind of one of the ways that, we're weeded out. So you can't get loans, you can't get funding, you can't do any of that unless your corporation can show that it is capable of standing on its own. And that means credit has to be phenomenal in terms of the corporation and the income that's attached to that corporation. So you're looking at, if you want to have horrible credit and still move and groove with your corporation, then you at least need to have a corporation that is yielding at least $500,000 or more to be able to say, hey, don't, alleviate my personal credit. So those are just some of the pros and cons that come with corporations. So I won't hold you guys for long, but I did want to just do a video real quick and let you guys know that, number one, the portal is open. If your application was denied, okay, what you can do is go back in and if you at some point did contract work, if you did Ubering, if you did, if you're a hairstylist and you did hair on the side of, your job, and you didn't necessarily incorporate that business, but you did a sole proprietor. I mean, we all did sole proprietors prior to incorporating. So what you want to do is go back to the portal and you want to submit your application as a sole proprietor. Now, I'm getting a lot of clients that are letting me know that when they go back in as a sole proprietor, they are actually being approved because your credit is not held to such a high standard when you're submitting as a sole proprietor. A sole proprietor is someone who is not necessarily, having a business license, but just is doing contract work. So again, you can log back in, go into the portal and submit as a sole proprietor, okay? So that's the way that you're going to be able to turn your denial into an approval. Also, I'm getting a lot of notifications from clients that, like, SBA is sending out emails, and they're basically asking you to verify something went wrong in your application processing, or there was a typo, or whatever happened, there was something that wasn't able to be verified. So what you want to do is go back. You want to look at your emails. SBA is emailing a lot of you guys and saying, hey, the account information is incorrect. Your your personal information is incorrect. They couldn't verify you. And so look out for those emails. If you receive an email from SBA stating they couldn't verify your information, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I keep getting messages over here that my video is a little unstable. So are you guys hearing me clearly? Hello? Okay, thank you, Brian. So yeah, so you can basically log back in and resubmit as a sole proprietor. Also, if that you guys are getting an email from SBA stating they need to verify some information, don't be, alarmed. They just want to verify the information that you submitted. So go ahead and reach back out to the SBA. If you scroll at the very bottom of the email that they send you, there's going to be a tab that's going to allow you to create a portal to log in, and basically you can click on that portal and everything that SBA is asking you for, you can upload there. So you can verify your information if there was a typo or a misspelling or any corrections that need to be done, you can do it in the portal. Also, if there's any questions on submitting the applications, I'll answer you guys' questions right now. If not, I will move right along. So if you haven't submitted your application, please do so. We're not sure how long the portals will be open, but right now they're open for you to submit. All right, so I'm getting also a lot of questions in reference to the loan forgiveness. Now, if you are one that have received your loan, congratulations. Utilize 60% of that loan on payroll. Now, if you don't know how to figure out how to run payroll to alleviate 60%, then I don't know what to tell you. Reach out to ADP and get signed up for payroll so that you can pay yourself and your family member or whoever else that works with you in your company. So you can utilize that money on to paying starting to make the payments on the loan until 12 months after your funds were dispersed with the loan. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. Again, I just wanted to jump on a live and advise you guys that the portal is open. If you were denied, then go back in and resubmit as a sole proprietor. I'm pretty sure most of you guys were a sole proprietor prior to becoming a corporation. And then thirdly, a lot of you guys are getting emails from the SBA and you kind of don't know what, they're asking for. They're simply asking for you guys to validate your information or correct whatever information that you submitted. Now, if you're way off whack and you submitted some crazy stuff that they just can't verify you're using a CPN, guys, keep in mind you're dealing with the government. Don't use CPN for this application. Just don't. Then this is why you're getting, these emails. Now, some of you might have just, made a typo and they couldn't verify who you are. And so, of course, they're going to ask you to verify your identity. But outside of that, it's not anything major. If they start asking you for something major, then obviously something wasn't right in the application process. Rome wants to know if you can apply with multiple LLCs. I mean, if you have multiple businesses, of course. I mean, if you've lost income due to the fact that you had several corporations set up, yes, you can apply for the loan again under that other entity. Just make sure that it is definitely a separate business, that it is a separate corporate address, you have a separate email, you have a separate phone number. Like, you can't be under the same roof, or else you're going to create questions. So Dwayne wants to know if you are approved for the loan, the advance is automatic. Well, the advance is supposed to be automatic, and there's no rhyme or reason in reference to how SBA is doing the advancements. Some people receive their advancement. Some people have received their loan and still haven't received their advancement. But I understand that advancements are on the way. So if you have received your loan and you haven't received your advance, see your advancement available. Louis, your bank information, what do you mean? I don't understand your question. You do. If you started out, Rome, with your company under your home business, because some of us, we run home businesses, we run daycares, we run consulting companies from our homes. And if you started your business from your home and you're using your home address, then you're perfectly fine to utilize your home address to submit your SBA application. No, if you, this is for Houston, if you applied under your LLC and your corporations are being processed completely different than a sole proprietor. Sole proprietors, the credit is not even being checked. So they are verifying that you are a person, but they're not basing the loan amount based on your credit score, or they're not basing the approval based on your credit score. So again, you can log in, submit your loan application as a sole proprietor. If you were a sole proprietor prior to opening your corporation or your LLC. Yep, you're welcome. Do you guys have any other questions? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of messages from you guys, and I'm holding my wine just in case. Let me stop. Oh, you're welcome, Houston. So again, 60% of the PPP is forgiven and 60% of the SBA loan is forgiven. So if you guys have not jumped on the SBA portal, get on there and fill out your applications as a sole proprietor. Oh, thank you. How you doing, Dwayne and Miss Curvy? So if you guys have any other questions, again, I just wanted to bring to you guys' attention or awareness that the portal is still open. If you have not submitted your application, please do so. I don't foresee it being open for much longer. So you might want to get out there and submit your applications. And also the PPP, I believe they're going to stop yielding or approving PPP loans the end of this month. So again, if you haven't submitted for PPP, you definitely want to submit. Are you serious? You parked the car. Well, thank you. I mean, I just, I know it's important information for those who didn't get approved or who got denied, and my heart breaks for the ones that didn't get approved, but there is a second chance. So again, if you haven't gotten approved, get off my live and go and submit your applications. And for those who did get approved, again, congratulations. I just want to say this. I want to say I know that we are in a time that is a little bit different, for most of us, where, we're having to deal with racial discrimination again, and, the killing of Black men and Black women. And so I do support Black Lives Matter. That's not to say I don't support other lives, but this is a prudent issue that we just have continued to just kind of set aside and hope that things change. And so I do want to just mention that back in 1921 in Tulsa, Black people, had the strongest, community. And so we were able to achieve that because we circulated $1 in our community at least 40 and upwards to 100 times before it hit any other communities. And so we were very strong back then. And, a lot of, white people that were filled with racism and hatred were, jealous of that. And so they decided to bomb us. They decided to wipe out, our whole, neighborhood. And so I just want to say that it is very important to recirculate your dollars. Again, we had the strongest community because, we circulated our dollars and we weren't allowed to do business with others. And so we were forced to do business with each other. And so you guys just continue to support Black businesses when that you can. If there are not any other questions in reference to this SBA loan or sole proprietor, or in reference to the forgiveness of your loan, I'm going to get off the live. Right, Dwayne, yes, an independent contractor is equivalent to a sole proprietor. So again, if you were a hairdresser and you decided to later on, because you prior to incorporation, unless we didn't do, any jobs on the side, we just kind of incorporated our business and began our business functions. But if you did anything that would allow you to get a 1040 or be paid cash on the side, then you would then qualify for sole proprietor. Even Uber drivers are qualified as a sole proprietor because they independently, even though they work for Uber, they still, can set their own hours and they make their own money. So again, it's a way for you to kind of get in and get the loan still. without your credit being sort of scrutinized. So outside of that, guys, I don't know if you guys have any other questions, but if I were you and you didn't get approved, I would go knock on SBA's door. I'd go right to that portal and submit my application. Because where are you going to find a loan where your interest rate starts at 1% up to 3.5%? So 1%, you basically have phenomenal credit. You would have an 800 or something score, but 3.75 is amazing. So you're not going to be able to get that sort of business loan with an automatic deferral of 12 months and a possible additional deferral of another 12 months. And on top of that, this hits your business credit. So this is a line that you definitely could use for further funding and further loans. Oh, you're welcome, Dwayne. It's my pleasure. As long as I can share some information that is going to help in any kind of way, I am willing to share the information. So outside of that, I don't want to hold you guys very long. I just wanted to get that information to you guys. Jay Daniels. Oh, you can just go back and record the information. I mean, you can just go back and replay it. It's basically going back and resubmitting your application as a sole proprietor if you got denied, or that you are forgiven 60% of your loan if that you can show you use the money for payroll, mortgage payment, enhancements to your property, or lease, or you can use the payment for your lease, and you can also purchase equipment, office equipment. Now, don't go out and buy expensive vehicles and things like this, guys, with this money, without putting it under your business name. Or don't go out and buy real estate without putting it under your business name. And then you reach out to your CPA so that you can draw up the proper documents for it. Oh, you're welcome, Deja. Oh, also, I just spoke about, before I go, I just spoke about, recirculating our dollars. And so recirculating our dollars. And so I have Deja, who is in the live now. She's absolutely amazing. And this is for the ladies and men. If you decide to buy, your wife or women a wig or, hair, Deja has a studio. It's called the Wig Studio, and she's on Instagram. When I found her page, well, she found me, and then I looked up her page, and I wanted to support her because she is a Black business owner. Her wigs are absolutely amazing, and the great thing about it is that she does do them by hand. So she does custom wigs, and when I received mine, which I want to wear, but I have these braids in, so. But when I received mine, it was absolutely amazing, hands down. Ladies, if you guys are looking for quality lace fronts, wigs, look up the Wig Studio on IG. I'm going to leave a link below as well. So if there's not any other questions, oh, hello, Mr. Tucker. Oh, I know a lot of you guys in here. Any other questions, guys? Brian, the website is it's a www.milliondollarcorporations. I always leave a link below so that you guys can follow me on IG as well as go to the website and see the services that I'm offering. Okay, so Valerie wants to know if she could receive money for the SBA EDIL loan because she only received the PPP. Absolutely. So you have to jump off this live and go directly to the portal. Again, I don't know how long the portal is going to be open, but I myself have submitted over 150 applications yesterday and 100 and some odd today. Again, I don't charge. These are just efforts that I make for my private clients. So if that you haven't submitted your application to SBA, definitely go do it quick, fast, in a hurry, because I'm not sure how long the portal is going to be open, to be honest with you. Any other questions, guys? And I know it's like, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock, 5:30. I'm off work, so I'm gonna drink my wine. And anyone that doesn't like it can go to another channel. Oh, that's funny. Okay, guys, so I think that that is going to be all of you. I just wanted to, like I said, jump on here, answer your questions in reference to the denial letters that you're getting. Turn those denials into approvals. There's absolutely no, like this, like for those who are questioning, should I take this money? No, the government owes us. We literally had to shut down our business for months and not receive any sort of support. Like we could have lost our entire livelihoods, or some of us probably have. So when in terms of accepting the loan or not accepting the loan, or that it's too much money, just think about what that your business, the financial disaster that your business has suffered. And so you have a right to accept that money and pay all your obligations. You just need to have your CPA in place so that you can, document all the things that you've spent your money on. I just took a client to dinner the other day, and yeah, I mean, I used my business card for the expense, and I forwarded the receipt to my CPA. So automatically, even if I'm spending $100 on dinner, that's that's an expense. That's a business expense. Gas is a business expense. Your auto lease is a business expense. If you need an automobile to get from your business to your client's office, or pick up packaging, or whatever services you offer, that is a business expense. So don't put yourself in a box in terms of what you can and what you cannot use your money for. Okay, so Rome wants to know, how do they figure out how much? I have no idea how much. I have no idea how they figure out that. If I knew, you would know as well. Hi, Brittany. I will process the application. This is one of my very intelligent young Black business owners, and she's a private client of mine, and so she just messaged me if I will process her application. So I absolutely will. I have all the information. I will do it as soon as I can. All right, any other questions, guys, girls? Okay, Jay Daniels, if they denied you for the loan because of credit, then if they denied you for the loan because of credit, then go back and submit your loan application as a sole proprietors they're not really looking at that hard on sole proprietors credit and as opposed to corporations. All right, guys, I don't want to keep answering the same question to upload this video with all the information. And again, I just thought it was important to let those of you know that follow me that the portal is open. If you got denied, don't be alarmed. Go back in as a sole proprietor and submit your application. Honestly, what can they do? They've already said no. So, but the likelihood of the approval is I'm 90% sure you'll get approved. Unless you're doing some unscrupulous, stuff, then you probably won't. But if you're just going back in and submitting as a sole proprietor, you'll be fine. And they are approving the loans a lot faster this time than they were before. So I guess they have, more staff and are getting up to speed. So, all right, guys, I think I have taken enough time, and I will keep you guys for new information as soon as I will do a live. If you guys have not clicked the bell notification so you'll know when I am going live, I'm only going to get on here and go live if I have important information or information I think that you guys can benefit from. So outside of that, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will be in touch. Okay, take care. It might take me a moment to get off this live because, I'm still trying to figure this out. Outside of that, you guys have a good rest of your evening.